Hey Bama Nation, Dixie Jean here, getting ready to sit down with Ruthless Rudy Morales, getting ready to go on for Badbeat 11 at Commerce Casino, October 25th against Ron Scolesdang. How are you doing today?
I'm doing phenomenal. It's a pleasure to be here with you and being interviewed by you.
Well, getting ready for this, you actually were part of our Badbeat 10 where you were victorious, knockout of the night. How was that for you?
It was a great feeling. It was my first professional win, so definitely made a change. So it's the beginning of my career, and I'm proud to be fighting for BAMMA USA once again.
Now, going into it, you were actually the first Guatemalan MMA fighter to win on U.S. soil. How does that make you feel?
You know what? I'm just a food server by the day, but a fighter at heart from day one. And to be that in my hometown, I'm so honored. And now everything in Guatemala was just a big hit, and everybody wants to come to the States now, and they want me to bring them. So real soon we'll talk with Mr. Brett, and we'll bring one of the world champions in grappling that we have in Guatemala and bring them over here to the States. But I'm honored representing all the Guatemalans in the world here in the United States.
Now, well, it sounds like big shoes to fill out there, but it seems like something that'd be really exciting for them out here.
Well, you know what? I've been a martial artist since I was a kid, and I never really thought that my art will transcend to MMA. But now that I'm doing this, I mean, this is what I do 24/7. The dream is becoming a reality through BAMMA USA and put out there in the world. And October 25th, you will definitely see a different side of me. I always like to give exciting fights and put up a show. Very respectful to each one of my opponents because it's a fight, anything could happen. But you have it on video. You'll remember that we'll definitely gonna put the crowd on their feet, and they'll remember Badbeat 11.
Now, going into this, being that it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, you seem to be supporting the cause as well.
Absolutely. As you can see, my logo, my fighting team in pink. The shirt is always pink with the sponsors. And Real Water even made a special bottle with Mel B in it, representing breast cancer awareness. So we're going all out on this one.
Now, is this something that's close to your heart?
Yes, it is. My father himself, he also is a cancer survivor. He had prostate cancer. He's lucky to be alive, and I got much respect for him. And I could definitely understand what's going on with the families who have a loved one who's fighting cancer as well. So we're here, as a professional athlete, representing and supporting the cause. I just learned that one in every woman will probably get breast cancer, so that's huge. So hopefully real soon they could find a cure.
Well, it's something that's near and dear to our hearts as well, and best wishes with your father. That's amazing, him being a survivor. I myself have 2 in my family, so it means a lot to me as well. Getting ready for this fight, though, we're focused more on this. Going against Ron Scolesdang, what do you know about your opponent?
Don't really know much about him. I just know that it will be another opponent that I will have to face. And in order for me to achieve my dream, I have to get that W on the night. I just know that I'm going to go out there and I prepare myself to do a fight, get the win, and be very respectful, and then be ruthless inside the cage and be a respectful human being outside of it. So that's my goal for that fight.
Now, being that this is your first interview with us, where did you get the nickname Ruthless Rudy Morales?
At the beginning of my career, they used to call me Rude Dog, but it was too difficult for me to pronounce at that time because of my accent. I mean, I still have the accent now, but one of my friends was like, well, he said ruthless, and from there, that's where they were like, man, that kind of goes with your last name. And at the time, since I was a karate guy and I always used to fight, he's like, man, this guy, we hit him with everything he's got and he just comes at it. So from there is how it was actually born, but it was born in Spanish first. And then the translation, when I told them what it meant, the word despiadado, then they told me despiadado, which is cruel or with no heart. Then that's when they told me ruthless, and then that's how it came about. So no more root dog.
Well, you're definitely not a heartless person. In fact, our last fight, you fought at 155 with only 48 hours notice. How was that, deciding to take that fight at such a small amount of time to go?
Well, Dixie, you see, as my amateur career, it's always been my long time dream to become a professional MMA fighter and to fight on the big shows. I believe that I have whatever it takes to fight in any big venue because of my style of fighting. And when I wanted to fight for BAMMA USA for the longest, and now when the opportunity came and knocked on my door, at first I was like, it's only 48 hours, but I've been training so hard, so I was like, you know what, the weight it won't really matter. So I was like, we take it, and then we take it from there, and then thankfully to God and my world preparation and my mindset, I got the win and knockout of the night. So I think it's all my amateur fights already in the past. So I think now as a professional, I think it's which better way than to start it like that.
So you're coming all the way out from Vegas, and you actually have some teammates I used to work with, including Michelle Gutierrez, coming out as well for this fight. How does it feel to have some of your fellow Vegas fighters coming out with you?
I think it's like if we're having Vegas against LA or something similar. We also have Gil Guardado and Shai Lindsay, and which I also trained with them. And as a matter of fact, as an amateur, they were almost gonna put me to fight with Gil Guardado for an amateur belt, the last minute thing, but he's above weight class of me, so I decided not to. So we created that mutual respect. I could definitely say that all of them are gonna put up a show. I mean, I've seen how Gil has been training. I know Shai for a long time, and I got respect for all the guys, and I'm eager to see Michelle Diablita go at it and fight. I believe it's the first women's MMA fight for BAMMA USA.
Correct. Pro fight, yes.
Nice. So I think it would something that would be nice, and maybe something that Mr. Brent could take into consideration, is that for the next Badbeat, if I'm not on the card, maybe he could put on Diablita and myself to be commentators, like half English, half Spanish. I'm willing to do that for free. Just, buy me a burger and I'll go ahead and do that.
Be First Clothing is actually the one that sponsored Fight of the Night, Knockout of the Night. And they're actually going to be doing that again for Badbeat 11. Is that a little bit more of an incentive for you?
Well, I can't really predict anything, but anything that will put a little bit of extra cash for my family, for my kids in my pocket, is definitely something that I'm looking forward to do. This is our job, but like I said, I like to put up a show, and then I've been training real hard for this fight, and with the help of my sponsors. I don't know if you could read right here where it says I Humanity Charity is a charity that we're starting to help out kids here in Vegas, and they come from unstable homes. As a matter of fact, before the beginning of this interview, I just got the keys for the new training center where we're gonna open up to the community and allow the little or much that I know martial arts wise to have the kids come and train here in Vegas. And also, like I told you, my sponsor Real Water is helping me out with the funds. And man, it's good things are coming on our way. And hopefully, this won't be the last interview that you get to do with me. And we continue fighting for BAMMA USA until I become the 135 champion. That's my goal.
Well, we're wishing you the best of luck with that. Is there any shout-outs that you want to give to... You obviously already did your sponsors. Is there any shout-outs you want to give to your family and friends that may be watching this fight?
Well, I want to shout out to Mr. Brett for the opportunity to allow me to be part of his venue. Before that, I'm going to put it on the interview that, you wish Rudy Morales success. You don't wish him luck. No disrespect. It's just how I was taught in Guatemala. My sensei taught me that you wish a fighter success. You don't wish him luck. Because he trained us so hard to win the fight, because we were trained to be successful. We do not win the fight by luck. So that will be in it. But I want to thank all my sponsors. The main one, Real Water, which they helped me, pay my bills once, here and there. And then they helped me with everything since day one as my amateur career. Uno Lay, we have Extreme Core, Syndicate MMA, Ruthless Fighting Team. We got Morbidly Beast. herbally grounded, medios chiles, and then got some here in the back, fanáticos, Vegas Rugby, Max Health. I mean, it's a lot of support that they're showing the Guatemalan Warrior right now. The Mayan Warrior, they want to call me. They wanted me in Guatemala. They want me to change my nickname to Tecumuman, which was the Mayan national hero. But in English, it's a little bit difficult to pronounce. But if you could say it in Spanish, Tecumuman, then that's my Spanish nickname from now on. So we're gonna sponsor it for Badbeat 11. And I don't know if you could see my face. You know, I'm a lot leaner, slimmer than the last time you guys saw me. I'm only about 10 pounds away. You know, the company Herbally Grounded has done an amazing job of providing me with supplements, naturally organic, in order to keep my metabolism going and lose the weight. And I'm just so happy to be part of the show. I'm living the dream. You know, this is my American dream, and you know, we're gonna make history once again in BAMMA USA, and I'm excited.
Well, being that you're a week out, I wish you success in this fight coming up. But mainly, I wish you health. This is a very important week for you, so stay healthy. Don't forget to use handrails going downstairs. And we look forward to see you come Badbeat 11. Are you excited?
I'm excited. You know what's funny about the rails that you mentioned? That almost happened to me going to work. And I kind of bumped in my head a little bit, and I was touching my forehead. I was like, "Do I have any blood?" I'm like, "Nope, no blood." But real good. Today was my hard. What did you say?
Don't do that again.
No, 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 no. Today was my hard day of sparring, and I got the honor to spar with Mike Pyle, which is also a UFC fighter, and other UFC veterans right there at Syndicate MMA, and it kind of like helped me out mentally. You know, I'm more of a not just the physical part of my aspect of training, but more of the mentally. So this week will be where we do. I have a sports psychologist who helps me a lot mentally, and he takes my training to a different level. And we're getting that from GSP. I mean, we got to learn from the best.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you've been training really well.
Shout out to all the Latinos that are. Yeah, the training's been going well. Just want to thank everybody. Thank you for this interview. Thank you on BAMMA USA. And October 25th, don't miss it at Commerce Casino. It's about to get ruthless. God bless you, everybody.